Hello, everyone. You may be wondering what's going on here. Where is the kayak? I don't understand. Well, there's a lot of reasons why I needed to upgrade. I guess I could start out with. I found myself in these hot summer months down the river a couple of miles, and when it came time to turn around and go back to the boat ramp to go ahead and finish my day, that trip back was usually against a headwind of anywhere from 15 miles an hour to 20 miles an hour. So although it was 2 miles, which is not too far, it took me anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours to get back, and I was due to the headwind, and you can't really stop, because if you stop, the wind just pushes you backwards and you lose your ground. And it wasn't really hard to pedal what it was is that you couldn't stop, and it was anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. So when I got back to the boat ramp, my heart went into I guess AFib, A flutter, I guess is in the same family, but it's A flutter. Most people are familiar with AFib, but it'd go into that state, and it would take me the rest of the day to get back to normal again. And that's one of the reasons that I said, well, maybe I need to rethink this out. The second reason is from January to June, there's a lot of weather conditions that play effect, and I really struggled that period to try to go out and catch fish, because they're just not as concentrated as they are in the summertime. And I needed to be able to reach out further, go further down the river, go to possibly other places, and explore different areas that the kayak couldn't reach. And that played a big factor too, is when that time of year comes around, I wanted to be able to still go out and get good content for the video channel. And I thought about getting an electric motor for the kayak. I just didn't feel that was going to be enough to deliver the content that I would like to deliver. And I went as far as even putting this stuff in the basket. I almost paid for it, and I look at that. The motor itself is around $1,500, and then you got to chunk in a battery in there, and due to the weight issues and having to constantly pull it in and out, I wasn't going to go with an AGM battery. I was going to go with a lithium battery, because they're quite a bit lighter. And then so when you go lithium, that $200 battery turns into a $1,000 battery. And so it's about $2,500. And so at $2,500, I really had to stop and say, oh, is this really going to do what I would need it to do? And that just wasn't really sure. I was going to be limited right off the bat on how far I could go, and the limitation wasn't really that much further than it can go now. I shouldn't say it that way. I was probably going to get about 15 miles versus 4. And, I guess you look at it that way, 3 times further, 3.5 times further, and a lot less effort because of the battery. But the second thing about that operation that I wasn't quite sure is when I use the pedals, my feet, and I've got my left arm does the steering, my right arm holds the fishing pole, and my feet powers the kayak. So I was worried that if I add the motor, I'm going to have one hand on the motor control and then the other hand on the steering control, and there's no hands left over for my fishing pole. And I did not want to have to drop an anchor to fish. One thing that I just feel that I'm going to do better if I keep on the move, keep throwing those lures, and keep them in fresh territory. So again, I decided with that's not going to be my answer, and I came up with let me look at the trolling motors, and I found out some of these trolling motors are pretty good, and I decided to go ahead and get a real good trolling motor. And I can set this up to where it's gonna work the banks just as well as my kayak did. And I've tested it out here on this outing here. You'll see here in a few minutes. I still need to get myself familiar of how to get it all set up, but I think it's going to do the job. I also put a jack plate to raise and lower the motor, and what that's for is if I go out into the bay and I start fishing the water that's maybe 18 inches deep or a little shallower, anywhere from 12 to 18 inches deep, I need to be able to lift that motor up and shoot myself up on plane. And that's what a jack plate does. It gets that prop up off and out of the mud. Now I could have always either used the trolling motor to drag me out to the deeper water, or I could have used just tilted the motor up in the back and just put it out. I've done that before, and it can be a rather long putt out if you need to. So, and I've gone without the jack plate, and because my one boat that I had didn't have a jack plate, and it was going to be again $2,000 to put the jack plate on, I bought a whole new boat. But the jack plate I decided was necessary. The trolling motor is necessary, and they need to be able to do what I need to be doing, or I'll have regrets right off the bat when I start using the fishing rig. And I think I've got a pretty good setup. One thing I'm noticing here is that the hot sun, oh my gosh, it gets that deck of that boat pretty fired up, and I've dealt with that issue before, so I've ordered some flooring deck cover to put over the top of that boat, and that will keep the metal from actually touching your skin and burning it, or I shouldn't say metal, aluminum. But that's kind of where we are and why I went ahead and did it. He might have dug that up for that. Is that a pipe coming out or something?
Is it a grill?
No, it's like a water meter stuff. Oh, there's a pipe on top.
It might have washed, that pipe might have washed that dirt out when it happened.
Oh, it's broken. It's still laying right there. looks like before.
Yeah, that's like the only beach in this whole place, man.
Man, this little.
It's
skip to the
good.
top of
Yeah,
it, man.
it's good. I saw a guy hunting gar with a bow coming down here. And he actually hit one about that big around, about 25 yards away.
Some people are really good at it. And I had to fucking come down further. I've never been this far.
I have. This is that creek. I used to take the yak and I'd pin it up on the shore with my stick and I'd cast over this way. I always caught something, always. And it could have been a flounder or speck or red. I never caught a snook there, but I've caught.
Look how slick it is right there.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good flounder hole, bud.
I caught a big one out of there not too long ago. That's that Boy Scout camp right there. Now this depends on how many fish I've caught for the day, whether I keep going or not. My kayak, if I haven't caught any fish yet, I keep going. But if I have two already in my belt, I'll go ahead and turn around. And let me tell you, the trip back is usually... See, look at my legs.
I was watching your legs. I think you're walking too hard on your outside of your legs. You need to try to walk on the inside of your legs. You're not listening. You're fucking looking over there saying, fuck you. I'm gonna walk on the outside.
Dad,
I'm gonna
quit
walk
reading my mind.
I'm gonna walk on my ankles. What do you know, you little bitch?
Quit reading my mind.
You had to have used. He had to use a king before.
No, I've had to use king before that too. I slowed it over.
I don't know why I'm finding it.
Because this is in your blood. Fuck you, don't tell me what to do. I tell you what to do.
I have my water.
Oh yeah, you can have this baked ass hot thing.
Hot water.
So I threw mine in the cooler, you dummy. What?
Oh, your mom sent me a message, and it said, then my wife says, you want to see it? And yeah, and then it said, go get your phone.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, bitch.
There's something definitely swimming
Or we're in a shallow, but since the barges go down here, we're nuts. But yeah, I can see the disturbance in the water. But look at that though. It's kind of like one of those swimming pools.
Ooh, there's a big old gar over that way. Yeah, this looks like a nice swimming pool. I was gonna say you want to slow it down here, get close to the edge, and start doing that, or you want to keep going?
No, we'll do
Well,
that.
we got 5 more minutes.
Okay. But yeah, looking good, isn't it?
Hey, you know, me standing right here is not too bad. I can hold the steering with my knees.
You didn't clip in, man.
Oh no.
If your dad falls off the boat, you need to run and sit in that seat and take over.
And one thing I noticed that the water is real clear and winds are calm. Just a real nice day out there.
This looks like an alligator infested water.
I think the banks are too steep. They like to lay out on the side in sun, and I don't think this area provides that for them.
Water's not deep. Kind of dry. That makes sense.
Oh, you mean it doesn't have a coat of oil in it?
Oh, but like, yeah, but it doesn't even smell like salt water. It smells like fresh water. But it has like a funky algae smell to it.
That's why they say don't eat the fish out of here.
It's not, I don't know. It's not like the water that comes out of my fucking tap.
The reason why we haven't been fishing yet is today's kind of break-in the motor day, and they say you need to run at different speeds. And for the first hour of the break-in, you don't exceed half throttle. And so the first hour, you're not exceeding the half throttle, but you're changing speeds. And the second hour, you can go to 3/4 throttle, and you do various speeds again. And then I think you can go for full throttle for, maybe a minute. I can't remember exactly what it was at this particular moment, but you did do a couple of full throttle runs, but not for extended amount of times. And we'll be doing this for the entire trip. We do end up, trying out the trolling motor, and since we're trying out the trolling motor, we're going to do a little fishing.
Made right, you shouldn't have to break it in at all. If you really think about it, what are you doing? You're shaving away the pistons down and make everything run smooth?
I think what we're really doing is getting all the oil to get hot. Then these things will start soaking in the oil. That's why they say, 1 minute. It's just gets all the oil in there. And when you run it slow, you can shake the pistons or whatever.
Man, that's quite a house there.
You can cut that grass on the hill.
That would be hard in a tractor.
Just went sideways. But every time you turned up.
Yeah, I do. Oh, damn!
And I wouldn't be the guy to go full.
Your son would go in there, James would go there, hey Dad, I dumped another tractor in the river. Sorry Dad, the lawnmower tumbled into the lake, man.
Go get it.
There's another little inlet.
One thing about this area is we're starting to get fairly remote. Not a lot of people access this area. And there's a wildlife management on really kind of both banks here. And so I just feel that it's probably a nice area to explore. And we'll take you on that journey. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see some interesting wildlife. Right now, most of your wildlife is out on the bay, but when winter starts to come, your birds and stuff will definitely move back into the river, and we'll begin to see those again.
That cruise is pretty good.
I like it when it gets up on 10.
Dad,
Nice big old lake.
I had almost full.
Well, yeah.
What's that? Why is it so rough?
Nice.
Oh, it's going slow. Brand new.
Yeah, he said it would jump, didn't he? There's something booming around there. Ooh.
You want to go do that? Here, let me get your remote.
I'll get these out of your way, I think. Yeah. There we go.
So I just turn off.
Might be good to set the cooler up there. Let's get it out of your way.
Oh, I just farted. Big fish.
Huh.
They're about that long.
Wow.
About the size of my spoon.
All right, here we're fixing to deploy the trolling motor for the first time. And you know, I've watched the YouTube videos and I watched them, and yet now that it's fixing to happen, I can't remember anything. But we end up figuring it out. We hadn't totally figured it out yet, but I feel comfortable enough to use it and get done what needs to get done. And I will still be in learning process, but overall, I was pretty impressed with the performance of the trolling.
Motor not found. I guess it's because it's not powered up yet.
Oh, good in that pocket over.
Yeah, yeah. See, the water even got a current line there. See that? See where the build up of the.
Yeah, the white shit.
Yeah.
Soon I'm gonna learn why I'm kind of indifferent about this fucking remote. Because you could drop it, forget about it, start fishing. Be like, you can't reel and fish.
Well, you can set this thing up to where it'll track and you don't have to worry about it. Or you can actually get.
Yeah, I get that.
But we ain't there yet.
No, I know. I've used my control remote 4 times. I'm telling you. It gets annoying.
Yeah. Ooh, that thing just dropped for some reason. Oh, you got there on top of him. Ooh, right there. Ooh, that was weird.
Oh. He's there.
Get ready, I'm gonna hit spot lock.
Here. James, Smith, hold on.
It's done. It's done. Now you want to watch old fat grandpa catch a fish. Ooh, someone just jumped right there.
Catch a fish over here.
They're not liking this fucking spoon.
Oh, you got to give it a chance.
Ooh, hit. Or grass.
Whoa, did you see that?
I did.
Get out there.
A black drum.
Like, you saw all that?
Huh?
You saw the drum, huh?
Yeah. It jumped.
Well, that's good.
Way over there.
Ooh, my ass is on fire.
There's a thing under there.
Yeah, I know.
I won't even sit on the cooler because the cooler's hotter than the boat.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get over it. My legs are getting tight. Oh, fucking Chris.
I stand up, let my ass cool off. I'll seal that ulcer off. Now I should be able to hit spot lock and go, not spot lock, but that down arrow and go 5 feet backwards.
Right.
But I don't know if it works.
Well, you'll never know if you don't try it.
Yeah.
Ooh, what the hell is that?
What?
I don't know. It's big and it's going straight towards my lure. I saw the fins and everything. You know, there's fishing here. There's a lot of fucking fishing.
Ooh, man, that was right over the top of my head, boy.
Hey, chill. You get a fish tank.
You could have.
Look at all these fucking goddamn.
You get fish chasing you?
No, I'm going through a cloud of minnows. What?
Wow.
You want to try that live one out?
What do you mean try that out? Not really, unless you want to throw the cast.
Yeah, I'll do all the work. I'm just saying. You want to do it?
If you want to do it, go ahead.
You know? I'll use some light bait. I'm good.
You would need live bait with that setup.
Yeah, with my stuff over there, I'm good.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yep.
There's this little empty space right here.
Yep. I'd already pictured that. Yeah, good. There's water in here. James, right straight out this way.
Huh?
Right straight that way. There's something chasing shrimp.
Shrimp.
Yeah, I saw shrimp jumping out of the water. Just be careful you don't hook me.
Holy cow.
You know, that's what happens when you just play video games your whole life. Oh, yeah, I know. Shot right where it hurts.
I'm going to step back and let you get a good cast. GoPro now, not a GoPro, but a GoPro competitor that doesn't overheat. Same price. Yeah. He's at
That guy who passed by.
the house. Scares me to death when he gets out and does that when I'm in the kayak.
What was the price for that?
It's a big boat he's got too. Is he watching what he's doing?
I don't know.
Yeah. Hey!
You can't get over it.
Hey! Get over here. Get over there. There you go. Wide. He wasn't watching.
I guess the real question is, and how long do you wait for corrective action to take place? When you're moving that
hitting the bottom?
at that rate of speed, you can't wait too long. You've got to make a course of action. And especially when you know the guy is distracted. I mean, they're talking about don't talk on your cell phone, don't drink, don't eat. And this guy's pulling a water skier, watching behind him. You know, maybe we need to think about that a little bit there. But anyways, yes, you know, you can't let these kind of things go on and think this guy's going to wake up and see. You need to start making a corrective action when the situation is unknown and is coming at that rate of speed.
I agree.
Because he's turning around.
Is he?
And your grandson shut the rod over.
It might be slowing us down where we can't, or weighting us down where we can't get on plane. Listen, we got a lot of water in here.
Later that night, my grandson had to be rushed to the hospital because he had appendicitis, and we saw signs that he was hurting on the boat. And as I guess the evening went on, my son took him to the emergency room, and then he was. We don't have a children's hospital here in Harlingen, and they ended up taking him over to Edinburgh, and he's got some time in the hospital now. He's had his surgery. He just needs to heal up, and it looks like it's going to take about a month for him to heal, but he's okay. Just a scary situation.
went through turbulence.